We're here at East Midlands Airport to find out how more and more British businesses are using e-commerce and air freight to provide next day delivery to customers all around the world. Keep on watching to find out how air freight is helping Britain's international trade take off. Operating 24 hours a day, East Midlands Airport is the busiest pure freight cargo airport in the United Kingdom. And it's been a record year for the airport, with over 358,000 tonnes of cargo carried, £10 billion worth of which is freight travelling to and from countries outside the European Union. That's some really good news for British companies who are increasingly looking beyond the borders of the UK and EU for their business growth.
The fact that that £10 billion figure just relates to non-EU cargo is just a staggering amount. We've had incredible growth. We're growing some weeks with 20% up on previous years, and actually we can see a lot more to come from this as well.
East Midlands Airport is an integral part of the Midlands Engine vision for growth, which aims to improve skills, infrastructure, innovation and international trade to help grow the Midlands economy by £56 billion by 2030.
I'm delighted with that announcement, and it gives me the opportunity to stress how supportive the Midlands Engine is of the work that's being done at the East Midlands Airport, how strategically important it is. We are living increasingly in a global economy. If we're going to grow our exports, if we're going to grow our business, the connectivity with these new markets, our ability to handle freight is going to become increasingly more important.
The growth in e-commerce as an easy way to sell to customers around the world has been dramatic. The combination of online selling and air freight has enabled businesses in the Midlands to service new markets without complicated distribution channels.
We sell online in our website and we get inquiries from all around the world, and I ship them easily through the Royal Mail or UPS.
The Department for International Trade has been helping British businesses use e-commerce and air freight to begin their export journey.
I know a lot of our companies find East Midlands Airport incredibly convenient and use them on a regular basis, which is why I'm not surprised that they've hit this figure.
UPS is one of the international parcel carriers based at East Midlands Airport. They have responded to this incredible growth in e-commerce by investing £114 million in a new distribution centre.
We've seen 20% growth, export growth, so we're seeing unprecedented growth out of the UK. But just to put it in context, we've exported 100 million packages through this facility in the last 10 years.
For businesses in the Midlands, the combination of e-commerce and air freight represents an unprecedented opportunity for growth.
This signifies a great turning point for the East Midlands and a huge opportunity for companies to grasp export with both hands and really get into trade.
To find out more about how air freight could open up a world of possibility for your business, email ema@ukexportadvice.co.uk and we'll send you a list of resources that will help you begin your own export success story. East Midlands Airport is the busiest pure freight cargo airport in the United Kingdom, and there are thousands of British businesses using air freight to send everything from heavy machinery to tiny components to customers all around the world. We went to Loughborough to meet one company that's making a great success of exporting by air. Loughborough-based Morningside Pharmaceuticals started out providing medicines for diseases such as malaria, TB, HIV and cancer to medical facilities in the developing world.
But we saw a very nice niche, we believed at that time, that there was a need for very high quality medicines in developing countries. And of course we were in the UK, we had that quality standard. And really the whole business has been built on brand UK and the quality standards of the UK market.
Morningside now also supplies markets in the UK and Europe. But Dr. Nick Kotecha says doing business in the developing world is actually easier than doing business closer to home.
I've always found it quite easy to actually work in those markets compared to maybe working in the UK where the volume can be a lot higher, but of course there's price pressure as well on that, and maybe payment terms are much more aggressive compared to some of the other countries.
Morningside's medicines are high value, low bulk and are often needed in remote locations. Many of their shipments go through East Midlands Airport, which is just 20 minutes away from their facility.
Air freight, of course, for logistics is the best way to do it. Here we can go Loughborough to places like Harare, for example, which is inland, within 3 days or 2 days, which normally would take us in a container, sometimes 45, 50 days.
Although air freight may be more expensive for some shipments, it means that Morningside might get paid 45 to 50 days earlier, which can dramatically improve cash flow. Dr. Kachecha has this advice for other businesses who are considering getting into export.
Firstly, I would say do it. I have a passion for exporting. I think it's a lot easier to do export, and I believe in developing countries rather than even the UK. There's a lot of help around where, with lots of different organisations, use them. They are very, very good.
If you would like to find out more about how your business could grow through air freight exporting, email ema@ukexportadvice.co.uk and we'll send you a short guide on how to begin your own international success story. You don't have to be a big business to make a great success of exporting by air. We went to Leicester to meet one small business that sells very high quality coffee to individual consumers all around the world using their own e-commerce website and air freight. Shelton's Coffee is a Leicester-based producer of high-quality, single-origin Colombian coffee products, including their innovative and unique coffee hearts. As well as selling through distributors in the UK, Hong Kong, Canada and the Middle East, the company is using their own e-commerce website and air freight to serve individual consumers around the world. EMITA Shelton, the director of Shelton's Coffee, has this message for other businesses in the Midlands who are not yet exporting.
I will say that it's very easy, and to be honest, our online sales, when we do it internationally, are bigger than nationally because they make it worthy. So it's something very easy to do, and that they shouldn't be missing the opportunity to do it.
With East Midlands Airport, the UK's largest pure freight airport, just 30 minutes away, EMITA can deliver Shelton's Coffee next day to key international destinations and reach customers as far away as Australia in just a few days. For anyone who thinks this might be complicated for a small business to achieve, EMITA says, think again.
It's not complicated at all. We send a PayPal request, they pay us in advance, we just call UPS, they collect it in our door and they take it. Easy for us. Really is no a hassle at all.
International couriers like UPS, DHL, FedEx and Royal Mail can make the process of sending parcels overseas as easy as serving customers in the UK. For Shelton's Coffee, the ease of exporting and the growth potential of overseas markets are central to their future ambitions.
Oh, we definitely are working for a global brand, definitely. That's where we are focused and that's the aim of the company.
EMITA would encourage any business who is solely focused on customers in the UK to think global and grow.
It's the way, because the world definitely is bigger than the UK. So if you are not exporting, you are missing great opportunities.
To find out more about how e-commerce and air freight can help your business take off internationally, email ema@ukexportadvice.co.uk for our free guide. If you want to grow your business, why not investigate e-commerce and air freight exporting? It's not as difficult as you may think, and there's lots of organisations out there who can help. This year, 360,000 tonnes of cargo flew into and out of East Midlands Airport. The ambition is to treble that to 1 million tonnes within 15 years. With the investments and ambition of the airport and the Midlands engine, there are great opportunities for businesses large and small to grow through the opportunities created, especially through digital trade.
If SMEs are going to expand into new markets, it may be that the way they feel best to do that is digitally, is through e-commerce. And therefore, it's not just about the World Wide Web and having that connectivity, it's then about the ability to deliver the products. And that's why the East Midlands Airport investments that are being made there are so important.
British businesses that are already selling online to customers in the UK, perhaps with next day delivery, but aren't exporting, could easily provide a similar service to customers around the world using air freight.
One of the real strengths of East Midlands Airport is the fact that we have the express freight carriers here. So DHL, UPS, FedEx, TNT, they will get your parcels where they need to be in a really short period of time.
For businesses who are deterred from exporting by a fear of the paperwork related to customs clearances and duties, fear not, because your parcel carrier can do it for you.
And that's where we really can support these small businesses that may be a little nervous about that, because we are one of the largest customs brokers in the world. We actually have 160 brokerage employees based at East Midlands Airport that deal with import and export brokerage clearance on a daily basis. We're here to help any of these small businesses reach outside of the UK and reach the global market.
If you are interested in finding out how to grow your business through exporting, there is plenty of help. The Department for International Trade in the Midlands runs events, trade missions and one-on-one support for businesses with export ambitions.
It's about sales. This is about growing business, and you know, if anybody in business wants to do that, this is another dimension to that. All the things you think are difficult in doing that, we can demystify. We are a public service, so we are there to support you. And if you just use our services, I'm sure you'll benefit from them.
Another great source of help are the Chambers of Commerce, who can help you with all the additional paperwork you might need to complete and offer a range of other benefits and support.
As a chamber, we're a network of businesses, so a lot of peer-to-peer support is available through talking to other businesses that have been there and done that, and that can be invaluable for one starting off on the journey of exporting.
You might also want to join an international trade association where exporters get together to share their experiences and help each other become successful overseas.
I look at export, and everywhere I look, particularly in Britain, success. It's just growing all the time. Information is the big thing, where you can sit behind your desk and you can get an export order and you can convince a client that you're a wonderful company without moving anywhere.
The combination of e-commerce and air freight represents an incredible opportunity for British businesses because the sector is growing so rapidly.
When you see this sort of growth and success, knowing that we've played a part in being a catalyst for that and helping support the growth of cargo in the region is something that actually is really exciting. It's particularly exciting when you can see digital sectors enabled by things like e-commerce really starting to take off, and we're really helping drive that. That's a great sector to be working in.
You can get the contact details for a range of organisations who can help you begin your export journey by emailing ema@ukexportadvice.co.uk. Why not do that right now and begin your own international success story today?